everyone, it's Melissa and welcome back to my channel. On this video, we'll be making a little penguin charm bracelet using the free gift from Softlex Company for the Great Bead Extravaganza. And this was to match with their Arctic Circle design kit. So it was these three little adorable penguins that are available on softlexcompany.com. I will leave a link down below in the description. And these beautiful beads. Perfect for penguins. And I'm just using a couple beads left over. These beautiful little crystal beads from the Beadora bead mix. I'm using some check glass spacers. You're going to need some hat pins, some 2x2s, a clasp of your choice, some jump rings, and I will be using quartz in the medium soft flex wire for my design. And I will also leave a link down below in the description for the tutorial playlist for Arctic Circle. And before we start creating, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow and helps me reach my goal of 1,000 subscribers. Let's start creating. So we're going to need about 15 inches of our softflex wire. I'm going to use one of our 6mm jump rings, and we're just going to add that on like we would a bead. We want it in the center of our softflex. We're going to add on our 2x2. On one side of the soft flex wire. On the opposite side, we're just going to crisscross. This is going to create like a little X, and we're just going to slide it down. We want to make sure that our jump ring is in the center of our soft flex wire, and it's going to create a little loop. And it's up to you how big you want your connection point to be. And then we're just going to take our pliers and just flatten our 2x2. And just give it a little squish, and this will flatten it. Normally, I'll round my 2x2s like on the end of a bracelet or earring, but just because where the placement of the beads will be, you can just flatten it. So we're going to set that off to the side for just a moment. These little penguins are handmade in Peru. They have a lot of ceramic beads on softflexcompany.com. They're so beautifully made, so very highly detailed, and they're so tiny. So to put that much detail on them, they're really amazing. They're so adorable. Because they are a handmade item, sometimes they do vary. So they might slide off of your head pin. So to prevent that from happening, we're just going to add a little daisy spacer, and then we'll add on our penguin. Then I'm just going to put a little daisy spacer on top. Gives them a little crown. We're going to do the same thing on the other two penguins. And you can make more if you want to. You can have like 5 or 6, completely up to you. So we have our little penguins on our head pins. I will be making my loop with a one-step looper, and this is the 1.5mm. And slide our little charm in there and give it a squeeze, and we'll have a loop. And you could do a wrapped loop with a round nose plier as well. Sometimes with the one-step looper, it gives us a little bit of an opening. We don't want to lose our charm, so we're just going to bring in our round nose pliers and close our head pin. I'm just going to move those off to the side. Also be adding in some size 11 seed beads just for some spacing. So we're going to start by picking up 2 seed beads. What I love about the soft flex wire is it acts as a needle, so you don't have to worry about picking up these little tiny beads with your fingers. So we have 2 seed beads on each side. We're going to add on one of these little hematite beads, one on each side. We're going to pick up 2 more seed beads on each side. We're going to add on 2 more of the little hematite beads. We're going to gather our 2 soft flex wires together. We're going to add on one of the little 6mm beads from the Beadora mix. We're just going to slide that down. We'll make any adjustments as needed. So we'll have 2 seed beads, We'll just kind of alternate with our pattern. So we'll have our little hematite bead, two more seed beads, and a hematite bead. And then we're just going to add on two more seed beads. And I love the way that with these beads, depending on the size of bead you use or the shape, you can do the same design and kind of get a different pattern. So we're going to add the two Southflex wires together and then string on our 6 millimeter crystal. Let it pass through. We'll make any adjustments as needed, but it's going to kind of do like a little clover. And then we're going to do the same thing, and we're just repeating our pattern. So we're picking up two seed beads on each side. So we'll just repeat our design until we reach the end of our bracelet. We'll add on our clasp, and then we'll add our adorable little penguin charms. At the end of the bracelet, I do have a lot of soft flex wire left over, so I'm just going to trim this to a more workable length. And then save any soft flex wire. You can always use it for a future project. We're going to add on one of our 2x2s on one side of our soft flex wire. So just how we started the beginning of our bracelet, we're just going to do this in reverse. We're going to take the opposite side of soft flex wire and just crisscross and give it a pull. Now, it doesn't matter which side of soft flex wire, but you're going to take one of them and pass it back through the 2x2. With the soft flex 2x2s, it can fit 3 of the medium soft flex wires. Now, you want to make sure your loop is fairly the same size as the one you started with. You're going to take your plier and just give it a gentle squeeze. Now, the extra little soft flex wire, we're just going to trim with our other plier. Just make sure not to trim the little loop for the connection point. And now we're just going to attach on our adorable little penguin charms and our clasp. Twist side to side and attach the little clasp to our connection point with soft flex. And then our little clasp will just connect. And these are super cute, fun to make. You can also make different colors and have a variety and make like little stacker bracelets. I have this tutorial as well, the goddess inspired bracelet with the cute little penguin charms. You could use that as a stacker as well. And I will leave a link down below in the description for the tutorial on this bracelet. So when we connect our little penguin charms, we're going to be connecting them over the two little size 11 seed beads in the center. And it's up to you how many charms you want to use. I'm just using the 3 penguins that were part of the free gift. We just add that 6 millimeter jump ring over the 2 size 11s. And we're going to add on our first little penguin charm and give it a close. And sometimes it can be a little tricky. It's kind of a tight fit with the 2 pliers and then I'm trying to get that jump ring, but it will work. We have our adorable little penguin. And I'm going to skip one little component and go to the next one. And then just do the same thing. Add on our adorable penguin and give it a close. And we'll add on our last little penguin. And we have our adorable Arctic Circle little penguin bracelet. Super cute, fun wear, and very, very lightweight. So if you wanted to make this into a necklace, you could just put some chain or some soft flex wire, and then you could make it into another project. Thank you so much for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button. It helps my little channel grow. And check out down below in the description for more information on this design kit if it is still available, as well as the tutorial playlist for all things Arctic Circle. Have an awesome day.